Hello, welcome back to school.
Update on everything. Like, just an update on everything. First, oh, um, I need to yawn. A couple weeks ago, I was really ornery. Like, I wasn't. I was lack on sleep. Like, I didn't have sleep. And I was really ornery in class. And I was just snippy. And I was just really not in a good place. Um, So I had requested a 2 week holiday. 1 week to get caught up on my sleep and to just recover. And the other week so I can get my homework done and caught up. So, that's what's been going on. Oh, oh, the cat is stirring right now. Um, so in short, we're gonna go through the various subjects and just kind of for myself and for anyone else to kind of figure out what's going on. Um, so in mathematics, we're in the middle of the 12s of the TFSN, which is my favorite book. Of all the maths arithmetic books that we're working through, TFSN is my favorite. I don't know why, but I love it. Um, what I don't love about TFSN is I have 3 pages, or technically 3 lessons, but it's like a page and a half, I think, of actual work. But it's Braille work. It's a bunch of problems where it just gives you like 3 or 4 columns of problems to copy out, and then you have to solve them. Yeah. So I'll be working on that in Braille. Um, I would bring my slate and stylus, but I can't find my stylus. I've been missing my stylus for like a year. Like, I think the last time I used it was when I was doing a demonstration video on the slate and stylus, and I do not know where my stylus is. I have others, but it's kind of like your favorite pen. You have a favorite pen, you just don't want to let go with it, and you like how it feels, you like how it writes, all that good stuff. The same is true with my stylus. That's the equivalent of my pen, and I can't find my stylus. So, but otherwise, I'd bring my arithmetic homework with me. Oh, maybe I'll do a good search again before I leave today and um, see if I could find it. Maybe it's hiding behind something and the cat was playing with it or something. I don't know. She likes to play with things like that. Um, so I need to find the stylus. Um, if not, if I can't find the stylus, I'll just have to do it. I'll have to do my arithmetic with the brailler. Which is fine because that builds up finger strength and hand strength. Um, so mathematics, we're in the middle of 12s. Um, I'm missing, speaking of missing items, I'm missing my big stack of flashcards. I've been missing them for since 2 Fridays. The last time I had them was not this past Friday, but the Friday before. So yeah, it's the Friday before holiday, basically. Um, so I don't know where my math cards are, and it's the big stack that covers like not up to 10. So there's a lot of cards missing out of my maths flashcards. And they're all out of ring, like a big old ring, and I don't know where they are. So let me see. A recitation work I have to do the number 12. So other than not knowing where my stylus is and not knowing where my flashcards are, I think we're doing okay. um, so let's see what else. The for reading, we're in the middle of lesson 18, which I think is 3 or 4 pages long. We've been working through 18 for a while, but I think it's the long, or no, It's a short E or the short I. I forget which one, but it's one of them. Um, so I have a couple reading assignments for that, just to kind of make sure that I could read the page and get my accuracy and my uh what do they call it? Uh reading speed. Up to par, whatever. Um, so that's that. Let's see. Music, we're working through the Feel the Beat book. Um, and I've done video things on that and things like that. So you could probably just check back a couple of videos. I did post a video about how like someone could learn Braille music, and there's a whole bunch of Braille resource in that video. So go to the Braille playlist and it will be in that playlist with a whole bunch of videos. So there's reviews and things on that book too, also included um in the description of that video. I'm not gonna bother posting it here because it's just no, yeah, it's not important for the video that I'm doing here. So we're in the Feel the Beat book. Um, we are, I think we're in chapter 2 or lesson 2, because we went through the introduction. We went through chapter 1, which is basically counting measures, and we are now in, oh, in the front matter of chapter 2. Each chapter has front matter, so I need to braille up some flashcards with like music notes, I guess. So um that'll be fun. um I gotta check back and see how many I have to do, but yeah. So that is music braille. I should say teacher is enjoying the music braille, I think, more than I am, because he looks forward to music. I don't know why, but I think it's a new subject for him, and because he now has a better understanding of the notational aspect, it's not all scary to him. But yeah. So he is enjoying music more than I am, which is very unusual. But yeah. So, let's see. Organ. Oh, organ. I haven't touched. Well, to be honest, I did try to practice a couple weeks ago, but with some stuff going on, and I needed to console mom, be a good daughter on that front. So I didn't get to practice. Um, well, I chose not to practice given the situation that the thing people were going through a couple weeks ago. So, I literally have not practiced like for any length of time since like February. Um, there has been some stuff going on with that. Not only just, not knowing what's going on with my organ teacher, but just a bunch of stuff going on. Um, in addition to that, I've been also dealing with shoes, trying to get the right size of shoes. That's a long story. I'll go into that when I get the shoes that actually fit, but hopefully we'll get them this next time I get the shoes returned or whatever. I don't know. But I'm trying to find the right shoe size, and it's just, yeah. Okay. So that's Oregon. The weather is getting really nicer, so hopefully I'll be able to wake up and actually go and practice again. Winter is kind of wonky for me because I it's so dreary and it's cold and it's icy and things like that. And yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to get anything done in the winter. But like spring, summer, and fall, I think I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. On top of that, the world moved their clocks around, so I don't know if that helps or not. I personally don't keep track of that, but yeah. Um, yeah, if you go into the schoolhouse, all the clocks are going to be set back an hour. Like if you're in daylight saving time or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, don't go looking at my clocks here. Um, but I want to say I think with the sunlight moving towards the north and things like that, and the weather getting warmer, I think that helps with my wanting to wake up and get stuff done. So, we'll see what happens with that. For now, I am waiting for the shoes. I'll have to do lots of review when I get back to the Oregon because I haven't done anything in like a month, which is not good. But having that break, I think it does help because I've been having like shoulder issues and like back issues when I practice. So I guess you could say I just needed to kind of just take an overall break and just let my body recover and stuff like that. I don't know. But that's Oregon. Um Let me see here what else. So that's Oregon, music, maths, reading. Oh, Latin. Um, Latin, we are in the middle of declensions. We just did a huge review unit, or not a review unit, but a review lesson. I'm always, because we get to the reviews, I think like there's a big test coming up. But the next section this week we're gonna be covering is the, oh, what do they call it? Adjectives, I think. So, yeah. So, we'll be working through those. I'm in the middle of working through homework pages, and I need to do recitations and things like that because my recitation scores aren't looking too well. Yeah, I could tell just by the amount of stuff I'm writing in my book for the different recitations. Um, yeah, it's just not looking good. So I need to work on that. I'm gonna try to do that today, but I don't know how well it's gonna work out. Um, so let me see here. Other things going on with Latin. We got the second year material. So I'm making. I'm in the middle of creating. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm in the middle of creating a syllabus for that. Um, so I'm kind of getting a layout for the new material, how it's set up, and things like that. I think the workbook is actually thicker than first year Latin workbook. I swear that thing is thick. It feels thick. I mean, it's not thick, but it's thick. Um, Also, all the verb pages are different. The parsing pages are different, like the little charts or whatever. So all of that stuff is different. I'm sure the grammar questions are going to be good, different. The vocab's going to be different. I did take a peek and I did look and see what the very first lesson was, and it was literally like a complete recitation and a complete rundown of all the grammar questions, which I'm thinking is probably a good thing because I think that first lesson is kind of like a review, and I think they're just like introducing new vocabulary. But yeah, so that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Um, oh, other than that, um, let me see here. Other stuff that's just been stuff that doesn't really pertain to the schoolhouse or anything like that. Um, I was given a whole bunch of music because there's a lady that's moving, um, and she had a whole bunch of music and stuff. So I was given a whole bunch of music because she can't take it all with her, and so I'm going through that pile right now. I'll post like, what do they call them, pictures so that you can see the mess that I have. Um, to be honest, like these are like from like when I first started going through everything, and then like slowly just getting things into piles. I mean, I work like that. Like once I get through, like if I have a big stack of stuff, I break it up into smaller piles, and then I break those piles up into smaller piles, or I just go through the piles individually. Um, so that's kind of how I work. Um, there's a whole bunch of paper. um, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do with the paper. I don't just want to pitch it all. I want to go through and see which music copies are like actual copies from books that she gave me. Like, there's a whole bunch of wedding books and stuff like that. So there's wedding songs and songs with hymns and things like that. So I need to go through that and get rid of all of that paper because I don't want to have more paper than what I already have to deal with. In addition to stuff going on as far as organizing, I am in the process of organizing the school storage, which um that's like a huge project. I've got a lot of tubs and things that are just full of stuff. Some stuff got taken down to the storage and just got plopped into boxes. And now everything is, for the most part, disorganized. I shouldn't say everything, but there's quite a few stuff that are disorganized. So, I'm going to need to, um, go through those, uh, and, pitch some items that I don't need or don't want. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of like stuff that I'm just gonna kind of work on slowly throughout the summer, um, and get that a bit more organized. Uh, the other thing I'm wanting to do is I want to get a shelf set up. I got a little walkway between the bookshelves and the shelf where all my Braille books are on. I want to put a shelf there and put my choral music on that shelf, like the octavos and the choral books and things like that. Um, because I'm finding that if I'm looking for music, currently everything they're in hanging folders and like hanging filing things. Um, and it's just like I gotta remove a bunch of stuff to actually get to them so they're not as accessible. Um, I've got a three-tier uh like office supply thing for the staples and the the not the pens, but like the rulers, the little stickies, and just a bunch of little office stuff, hole puncher and things like that. Um, I have to move this three-tier thing, and I don't like to have to move it every time I want to go rifling in the choral music. So, and now with all this new stuff that I have, I'm going to have to go through and see what I have and what I don't have, and just get better access to that. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like how it's working right now because I'm needing to get in there and I can't get in there because I gotta move my office supplies, which isn't even in the office. Of course, I don't even have an office. Um, I don't have a spot for any of that stuff, so everything's just a mess. But that's kind of where things are at right now. Um, I'm feeling better from my 2 week, well, a week and a half now holiday classes. We're gonna start classes again with maths and reading and music. Latin is being held still, so I gotta get my Latin done. Organ, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I will have to get back to organ practicing, but um, I'm kind of, I mean, now that I've been futzing with the shoes, I'm just waiting for the shoes to come in. So, yeah. So that's kind of exciting, I guess. Um, let me see here. Other than that, I think that's all the updates that I can think of. I did mention in, I think it was in the last Latin video I did, um, in, what is it, March 6 and 7. The Scola that I sing in is kind of, they're kind of in limbo right now because, um, I don't know, politics of the Catholic Church. I don't know all about that. So I'm not even Catholic, so I can't really speak to what's going on with that. All I know is that there is no Scola for the time being. Um, but I will still continue my Latin studies because I am enjoying it. It's a good brain workout, and Magister enjoys it. So we have good connection with that. And who knows? Maybe I'll, read Caesar or Cicero or whatever. Um, but even if I don't, um, I do sing a lot of Latin music. Like I have sang a lot of Latin music, so I could go through and recognize stuff. In fact, that's something when I was learning the verbs, I was looking through Victoria's of O Magnum Mysterium, and I was listening to it, and it's got like the scrolling scores you can find on YouTube, and um, I looked at it and I was listening to it, and they said the word portare, and I was like, oh my god, I know what that is, and I started looking at the text more carefully. And he's like, oh, the Virgin is carrying the baby Jesus. And I was like, that is so cool. I was so happy when I saw that. So even if I don't continue, I mean, whatever goes on with the Scola, that's between that part. But the fact that, I could look at some of the music I have and apply the Latin that I know, um, it's not a waste of time. My Latin is not a waste of time. Um, my maths is not a waste of time. My reading is not a waste of time. My music is not a waste of time. It's just a lot of little moving parts. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers everything that's going on. Um, I am going to get some breakfast and do a little bit of digging around in small corners to see if I can find the stylus. Um, if not, I I don't know. I guess we'll have to move schoolhouses to find the stylus because it's probably buried somewhere. But that's pretty much all the updates going on right now. I will. I've got some Latin to do. I'm hoping to get to the organ. I keep saying that, but I never. I don't know. And let me see here. Recitations. I need to do Latin recitations today because I just need to do Latin recitations. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Mathematics. I'm gonna find those cards. I hope to find those cards. Um, I just seem to be missing stuff, and I don't know why. So, that pretty much covers everything that's going on um with all of my studies and just updates and stuff, and why I haven't posted anything in forever. So, yeah, that's an update for y'all.
Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, ring the notification bell for all notifications.